Is your island nation under constant invasion by bloodthirsty savages? Are your leaders seemingly just paying off said invaders while they burn your cities down and rape
unwantedly approach
your women? Are you worried you're going to be replaced by church desecrating heathens? Welcome to Britannia, the land of Angles and Saxons, a true heaven on earth.
I'm talking about the 9th century, by the way.
Could you implement remigration? Could you survive as an Anglo-Saxon ruler? What are the ways to deal with the Viking question? Rule Britannia, or do the babes rule Britannia instead? In this series, we will dwell on the most retarded questions ever pondered, whilst measuring the skulls of Celts, trading Frankish swords and Magyar raiders, and forcibly sharing the means of production
and reproduction
of Western European coastal towns with Scandinavia. As you probably already know, a mere 4 centuries ago, the Saxons, Angles, and Jutes came from Germania and established their enlightened rule, rightfully driving out the Celtoid savages to the mountain shitholes where they belong. To the edges of civilization they now call home. They settled multiple realms, the most notable of them being Northumbria, Mercia, East Anglia, Essex, Kent, Sussex, and of course, Wessex, the realm of the Western Saxons. Initially they were heathens, but in around the 6th and 7th century, they were brought to the light of the Orthodox Catholic Christianity.
Pints with the lads tonight.
Let's meet your neighbors. In the southwest, there is the Cornish, holding strong in the last foothold of the southern Britons, ruling the kingdom of Dumnonia. They are irrelevant. After all, their language will barely exist later in the 21st century. In the west, there's the sheep enjoyers, the incomprehensible Welsh, ruling over multiple principalities, such as Gwynedd, Powys, and,
I'm not reading that.
others. Just like the Cornish, their language seems to be understandable only to the heaviest of drunkards or the mentally insane. In the north are the Picts, a possibly Brythonic people, and the Gaelic Scotti, who would later merge between themselves and the Northern Angles and become the Scots of the 21st century. Things were pretty swell until one failed trade turned sour and some Danes chimped out and sacked the monastery on Lindisfarne. This was only the beginning. It seemed that all of Denmark and Norway thought that growing crops was gay and decided to just rob towns and monasteries instead. Whilst a nuisance, the raids were manageable, but when King Ælfrīd rightfully threw the savage Ragnar Lothbrok into a pit of serpents as a punishment for his
socioeconomic
behavior, his seething sons were driven into a rage, amassed a large host of military-aged young men, and decided to
immigrate to
England to
increase the GDP.
Cause I live in a shithole!
With the Danes on your shores, realms shattered, and monasteries burnt down, here's a few of your options dealing with the pirates of the North Sea.
Alright, give me the penny, I'm gonna go in. He goes, get a job.
Bribes. Oh, yes. An age-old solution for problems. Do you have issues that need solving? Just throw money at it. Quite literally. In 21st century Western countries, corruption is left only for the elite, whilst the Balkans shine democracy as every man, woman, and child could slide in a 10-euro bill to soften the heart of even the strictest policeman. Have a building project that needs to be done quickly? Exotic gifts to the local councilman will ease up all the bureaucratic red tape and fasten the project. But with raiders and invaders, there's a different issue. Sure, they'll fuck right off to cause havoc in your neighbor's place. Screw 'em, right? Yeah, but it won't stop the next pack of wild
Danes
to not try to
touch
you and your holdings. In short, Danegeld should only be used as a last-ditch short-term effort, as you will probably run out of money faster than Israel is losing good Shabazz goys.
The little pussy belongs to me.
Another way is to open up the gates and let the Northmen come in. In West Francia, which was under the rule of Charles the Simple, after yet another raid, the Frankish king gave the Viking leader Rollo a fiefdom in his realms north. Danes liked their gold, their slaves and their silver, sure, but they also enjoyed good arable land. The king, after seeing the Vikings constantly mock his men, thought that making these bloodthirsty Danes into loyal Frankish subjects would deter further raids, and it did. But he could not predict the outcome that his recruitment caused. A new race of Catholic warriors emerged who brought havoc in Sicily, the Roman Empire, England, and of course France. Charles's decision made the once relatively isolationist Anglo-Saxon England into a strong player in later French politics, forming a rivalry that lasted nearly a millennia. So maybe accidentally forming your future enemy would not be the best approach.
Gonna fucking carry on, skin your woman.
As a pure-blood Anglo-Saxon, radical centrist, Marxist, Hitlerist, and narco-distributist, you could always choose to live by the sword and drive the heathen invaders back to the sea. Just beware, unless you're a major league swagged out Thane, skilled in warfare, decked out in the best mail that Saxon coinage can buy, then you would most likely lose in single combat against a veteran Reaver. Well, luckily for you, warfare demands masses of men, not single combat. Stay tight with your fair-haired Saxon brethren, and just maybe you'll survive, or better yet, even thrive in the melee. Whilst by far this would seem to be the most effective method, as the Danes live by the sword and not to die by it as well. But you can always win all the battles and still lose the war. Beware of scheming vassals, as some retard earl could just decide that he was the true king instead of you, and start a civil war whilst your land is under constant turmoil from the foreign invaders. A stab in the back is all that takes to take down your realm.
Wood needed.
An ancient thinker of the Middle Kingdom once said, you must know what the Norse invaders are after if you are to win. Land, women, and glory is what they seek, so you must give that to them. When they first arrive to the shores of England, you need to take them to Birmingham. Let them witness firsthand the splendor and heavenly better they would face in that paradise on earth. Truly Valhalla on Midgard. Then, feed them the finest cuisine that the British Isles has to offer. Let them know what they would look forward to each day after hard days of work. And finally, show them the fairest of English dames. Let them see the beauty of the wives they would have. Their smiles would bring the light to even the darkest of days.
I can't take this shit no more, man.
Do you have a TV license? Fuck off.
As the Danes leave your shore, you can feel pride and honor as you have saved your lands and your countrymen from senseless slaughter and foreign subjugation. Congratulations, you have saved the Danes from having to live in England, a cross that only you should bear alone. England remains for the English.
Well, until the mid-20th century.
And let's all rejoice that you don't have to speak Danish, but a truly civilized tongue, such as Urdu.
Thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, and share. God help the Normans who have to live in France.